Hi guys, Shira here. So thank God I passed all my exams. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This comes as no surprise given my track record, but seriously though, I had a big scare with one of my exams, my cardiopulmonary exam, on which I received 44 out of 100. Passing grade was 65. I didn't think that was possible. I mean, I knew that was the hardest exam of the year, of the entire 4 years, actually. I figured that I passed, or just passed, but I did not expect to fail. I have never failed an exam in my life. And for the first time failing, to have failed that badly, my friends convinced me that I should get my test regraded. So I appealed to have my test remarked, and I'm glad that I did, because in actuality, my real grade was almost twice that mistaken grade. It turns out that they had inserted my answer sheet into the marking machine crooked. So much for the Jerusalem College of Technology, right? But all in all, I passed everything I needed to, and that means I get to continue on with my internship in the hospitals. At the end of every semester, my school likes its students to rate teachers and fill out satisfaction forms. It's a good and official way for the administration to get a general idea of if the teachers are doing a good job, which teachers the students like, and which teachers just need to be fired already. So what happened was, one girl in my class sent an email to the entire class telling us that it's our moral obligation to give a certain teacher poor ratings. Why? Because he's Arab. When I saw that email, I was in total shock. This teacher taught us urology, and after we got over the thick accent, he actually happened to be a pretty good teacher. Never in my life did I expect a nice religious girl to so blatantly pronounce her racist views and force them upon other people. Needless to say, this one email started a whole hullabaloo amongst my classmates. Many of them supported her, backed her up. I'm happy to say that most girls did not agree with her and really gave it to her. But she held her own and she really stood up for what she believed in. One girl, whose father was killed in a terrorist attack, basically replied to her everything that I wish that I could say, but I can't because my written Hebrew really isn't so good. Basically something along the lines of what a racist idiot she is and how you can't just ruin a teacher's life, give him bad ratings just because you don't like how he was born, and how disgusting it is of her to force her views upon other people, blah blah blah. Anyways, my class rep forwarded this original email to the head of second year nursing, just to basically keep her updated on the politics, and so she could speak to this girl herself, because after all, she was not the first one in the history of Machontel to have views like this and express her views like this. Because you just can't have someone who is so open and unashamed of her views waltzing around the hospital wearing a badge with our school's name on it. The head of second year nursing is the one who organized the groups for the internship in the hospitals. So last week I got a finalized list of the groups and which hospitals and which wards we're all in. And then I noticed that in my group is this Arab hater. But then I noticed the name of our overseer, Fauzi Mahjena. Now this should be interesting.
This is what happens when ambulances try to get by in Jerusalem. Apparently there is a law that everybody has to move over to the right when the ambulance comes by, but it doesn't look like that's happening right now. Check out the rest of the traffic. Yeah, I don't really think he's getting through either. I hope it's not an emergency.